All right. Oh, welcome back to Living by O Values. Today's episode is about one of the most misunderstood phrases in a relationship. I don't know if it's the most misunderstood. Being her rock. When some men think about it means like being stepped on or being the doormat. We're talking about the difference between being the rug and the rock. What does it take to stand on your solid values? And the best value we said was like integrity and honesty. And how can you use that to keep a stable relationship? Did you get back, brother?
I'm back. I'm good.
All right.
So, based on what Robert just said, for the past 2 years, like I said last week, we have been laying the foundation of values brick by brick, and root by root. And today, we are continuing from last week
Integrity.
into our new series of
Yeah.
masculinity in relationships. And today's episode is all about being her rock, not her rug. Because only a man who stands firm in his values can give her something real to lean on instead of something weak to walk over.
Didn't I just say that?
Did you say that already? Shit. Okay, cool.
Yes, I did.
Excellent.
So nice they did it twice.
Yes. Anyway,
It is very important. Yeah.
all right. So we have two
All
guests
right.
today, guys, and it is we have Joel and Glow from Chicago, and they have their own podcast called Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. So check them out. They are, I'm going to let you take over on that, Joel. Where are you guys at? Where can they find you?
Right now we're on pretty much all the streaming platforms. You can find us on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and we also have our website where you can listen to the blog on or listen to the podcast on there, sessions and lessons unscripted.com.
Awesome.
All right, let's get this kicked off. So, Gary, Joel, Gloria, what does being her rock mean to you?
I would say that it
Uh,
means being there for the other person, being ultra supportive in whatever the other person, you know, whatever they got going on, being there when up through all the ups and downs, just being dependable, respectable, and just open.
Well, I guess for me it means for Joel to be supportive and somebody that I can go to. Even though I know that he might get upset at a few things, I know that, he'll even out and then, just help me out through whatever issues that I'm having at the moment.
Excellent. Before I say what I think it is, which I'm right on line with you guys, I love how you said that you'll know that he'll get upset sometimes.
Yeah.
So you know how he rolls. That's who he is, and that's great. That means he's steady, and you
Yeah.
kind of. It's not good that you get upset, Joel, but she knows who you are, and she knows what to expect. So that's consistency, and that's awesome. That really helps build a solid relationship when you are consistent and steady. So to me, being a rock is exactly what they said. It's being there for your partner through thick and thin, but the key to, in my opinion, is standing by your values. So if they want you to do something for them and it does not align, then you shouldn't do those things. So as long as it aligns with what you believe, you need to be there for her.
Right, you shouldn't have to compromise anything to get that done.
Right.
It's you're just kind of cheapening yourself and just not, you know, like you said, not holding to your value.
Absolutely.
so I have a question, and I would like to start with Gloria because you made that comment that Joel goes off the handle but comes back. Do you purposely go to him sometimes so he will go off the handle?
Not really. I think when I say upset, I think it's like a natural reaction to something. I don't necessarily mean that it's like he gets aggressive and he yells. It's more of, if I broke something, because I tend to be like really clumsy with things, or, along those lines, I know he's gonna be like, oh man, again, and he's gonna complain about it, but that's normal, I think, in a relationship. It's not so much aggression as it is like, again, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would
So
think it's more of
go
a,
ahead.
I mean, like she said, it's just a reactionary thing. It's not try I would never do anything or say anything to purposely hurt Gloria. I mean, Gloria's my ride or die. So it's like there's no way I'm gonna do something intentionally to hurt her physically or emotionally. But I mean, it's we're all humans, right? We have we react, we get upset, we get impatient, we get, and I'm not like the most patient person in the world. Gloria or anybody else can tell you that. But I mean, I mean, I guess it's normal, you know. So
Okay.
I'm with you, Joel. I was not patient. I was very judgmental. And it's good to hear that she runs to you because that's and I was actually trying to see why she runs to you, even though she knows you get upset because that says a lot about you. It says I mean, she knows that you're going to help. I guess that's what I'm asking her is what does he provide? Why do you go running to him?
Oh, because he's my better half. Like, if I can't run to the person that I'm in a relationship with, who am I gonna run to? That's why we're married. We made a commitment to
Yeah.
each other, and I think that that has a lot of bearing to why I run to him. Because if you can't go to your partner and say, "Hey, this is the issue," there's not the communication that needs to be there. And we're big on communicating, whether he likes to hear what I have to say or vice versa. Again, we have reactions to it and then we kind of get over it, do what we have to do to, fix the situation and then move on from there.
I actually like that. I don't know what you've got planned right now, Rob, but I have a question for you that's going to roll right into what she is saying. So my question for you, Rob, is what is the rug?
It's what Aladdin uses to fly around with.
There you go. There you go. Thought that was a magic carpet.
It's about the same thing, isn't it? Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know, man. Rugs are wall to wall.
yeah.
Anyway, so what is the rug to you, Rob?
It's more like being the doormat. We call it the nice guy all the time, but it's also in this case, it's holding on to resentment when she does run to you and complaining, doing all this stuff because you get frustrated, uh, not able to have emotions or
Okay.
having a storm of emotions kind of deal. So yeah, not communicating. That's the rub. Yeah.
'Cause I feel like if you could not run to your partner with something because of lack of communication, that would make you a rug. They will walk all over you and not come to you with the real stuff because they can't trust you.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
So for you, actually for Gloria, have you ever been in a relationship where you couldn't trust your partner, where they were a rug, where you could not go to them?
Yeah, I think I'm guilty of being in those type of relationships just because I was a lot younger and my experience wasn't, all there. And I
Okay.
just thought it was normal to be with somebody like that. But once you leave that person and you start dating other people, you see like the things that weren't normal in the last relationship compared to like what it is now. So I guess it's kind of a learning experience. At
Absolutely.
least for me, I can't speak for anybody else.
I think you hit it on the money. It's the growth. So you
Right.
start small, you got what you think is awesome, and then you find better and better, and then now that you have Joel or whatever, even And Rob has Lily. Like you guys get on that path, and now you guys grow together.
Yeah,
So
I think so. And we
that's what,
complement each other emotionally, and like he said, we don't take things too seriously. Like we do because we're adults, but we don't, you know.
right.
I feel like if you take a lot of things seriously, you kind of just tend to be in a bad mood all the time, you know?
I guess I don't take anything seriously.
No.
Excellent. Okay. Rob, you got anything on that or no?
Um, Not at the moment.
I
No,
just jumped
that
on
was
that
actually
because of what
very
she had
good.
said.
I know you jumped around on
I
me.
did. I
So,
always do.
uh,
Sorry about that. I had to get in. I had to get that in there.
yeah, I know you. Mm, yeah,
All right. So Rob,
it's okay.
let's go back to the rock then. Where have are you good or no?
I'm good.
All
I'm
right.
good.
I don't want too much space there.
No,
Where have you been a rock and where have you been a rug?
Who? Joel?
Rob.
Oh,
Oh.
Rob.
anybody. I'll open it up. We'll open it up to every. Well, I'll go first. I was a rug probably the first half of my life because I wasn't taught really how to be the rock. And I held on to resentment. I let people walk all over me because it was, I don't think I had the knowledge or understanding how to use uh, my emotional property or be consistent. And so I constantly resented people for walking on me or using me, but I didn't have the understanding to tell them no. So I did that all the way up until marriage, past marriage, until I started doing this work. So,
Okay.
and then I became the rocker, the
The
rock,
rock, the rocking chair.
yeah, the rocking chair. Yeah.
Excellent. Joel,
All
what do you
right,
got for
Joel.
us?
What was
Have
that?
you ever not been a rock?
Absolutely.
Tell us
I would
about
say I totally agree with Rob. Especially when I was younger, I was uh kind of like the doormat and always the nice guy. And I mean, I did have a lot of resentment for a lot of people. I mean, it same. It was just like that. And I mean, it's funny too because Gloria will joke around with me now that I'm too nice, but it's not really a thing, right? Because I mean, yeah, you could be nice, but you can still be solid and not a doormat. You know what I mean? So it's like I would say I'm more of a rock now because of course it goes back to the whole growth thing. So I was younger, didn't know much. I just kind of went with whatever. Now I know different, so it's like I can be more of a rock instead of a complete doormat. And do I get burned from time to time? Yeah, I mean sometimes you let your guard down or whatever, but it's um it's part of growth, right? But as long as you stay consistent and just keep going and building on that and staying rock solid, then you're good.
that. Excellent. I like that answer. So for me, I was definitely a doormat or a rug, like Rob, most of my life. I did everything to please others, and if you guys have heard the podcast before, before this work, I had no values.
Hmm.
Until a few years ago, I started looking into this. I had no values, so I stood for nothing. So I did whatever people wanted me to do to make them like me. Um, as I got into some of this work toward the end of my marriage, I thought that being a rock was going to save it, but I didn't know what that meant. So I started, barking orders at my wife, telling, "This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it," thinking I was taking control. That was uh, that was a lesson learned. Um, so now that I'm where I'm at, I'm definitely a real, genuine rock where I stand behind my values and I do what I can when I can to keep people happy. But if it doesn't align, then it is what it is.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So, what you got there, Rob?
I like how y'all both keep saying like Rob, like Rob, like
Hey,
Rob's
we're
like,
trying to
hey,
be
my
like you.
rug stealing.
Got Rob in the hot seat today.
We're trying to be like
I
you, Rob.
know it's gonna be like Rob the rug. That's like no.
So, all right, I have a question for you, Joel. Why do you think that you tried to people please when you were younger and you don't do it now?
uh Acceptance. Um Trying to keep the drama under control. I guess control is one way to put it. Ignorance, just, I mean, you got to do you, right? You can't worry about other people. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, what other people say or think or whatever doesn't matter. It's all about you. And especially the older you get, the more you realize that, the less you're gonna care about people say or do or whatever. Like now, I'm what, 50 now, and then the older I get, I don't care. And I don't mean it in a mean-spirited, like, I don't care about anybody else's problems or care about what they got going on. But it's like I got my own deal going on. I mean, I can be a decent human and offer support and advice or anything like that. But ultimately, your your deal is your deal, my deal is my deal. So it's like anything in my life really doesn't have bearings in your life and vice versa. So it's like, yeah, you can be supportive and whatever, but I mean, to just do things to people please is not really doing you any kind of favors, or you're just doing yourself really a disservice.
Gotcha. Okay. So, for Glow, then, what does it look like from the feminine to be a people pleaser?
Well, this is just my experience. I learned from a young age not to be a people pleaser.
Really?
I grew up a lot differently in a different situation than Joel did. Um, I came from a single family home. My mom worked a lot. So I became like a second mini mom to my brothers. So I was making decisions far beyond my age. And just I've always been the one to kind of lead.
Okay.
So I mean, from my perspective, it can go either way. I mean, at least in mine and Joel's situation, we consider each other to be a rock. He doesn't have it more authority than me, and I don't have more authority than him. When it comes to making decisions, we always discuss it, whether it's, buying $100 couch or whether it's going on vacation. You know, again, the communication is a thing. So as a feminine from my side, I don't have that issue. Like I said, I
Okay.
learned from a young age not to. So,
Hmm. Okay. I was hoping to get some insight because I was talking to my daughter was buying her friends drinks the other day so they would hang out with her.
oh, okay.
And I'm
So
like, well, I mean, it's totally, I feel
that's
like that's like the start of the whole,
people pleasing type of
yes.
thing.
And I'm like, why are you buying them drinks? Oh, because they love these drinks. I'm like, why are
No,
you buying them drinks?
I understand what you're saying. I mean, in school, especially for females, we're taught to be very polite, to be gentle, to be um friendly, to kind of be inviting, to kind of be soft and warm and people pleasing, like you said.
Mhm.
That's a big part of my culture. I come from a Latin background, and in
Okay.
our culture, we are supposed to be super submissive and super, like, I guess Betty Crockers, you know what I mean, in charge of everything, and it just it's not that situation with me and Joel. But the people pleasing, like as far as like friends, I think all girls or all females go through something like that at some point, just because, we try to be nice to everybody so people like us and, we gain popularity, but eventually you kind of just figure out who the real people in your life are.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she does bring up a good point because it's not only the Latino culture, but I mean, the man is supposed to be like the leader, the boss, and the woman's supposed to be very submissive and just like be dainty and polite and do, what they're supposed to be doing. So she brought up a really good point there. Um, I mean, it's like like I said, it's all across the board. It's not only like a Latino thing or whatever, but like it's as far as the guys go, it's like the guys are supposed to just be a guy, and then females are supposed to be kind of more sensitive and like whatever. So she was bringing up some good points there, I think.
Absolutely, she was for sure.
So let me ask you this then, Joel. What part of a rock do you see in Gloria?
That she's what I see is that she's very consistent, strong. Gloria's not a pushover at all. Even if I push, she will push back. She stands her ground. She knows what she believes, her values, if you will, and she sticks to them. And I mean, it goes both ways. So I just see her as a very consistent, um, just a rock. I mean, she knows what she wants. She knows what she likes and doesn't like, and she just sticks to her guns.
Hmm. Excellent.
So the word we were using, you think she has integrity?
Absolutely. Yes, I would say so.
Hmm.
So this is a little off from the rock and the rug, but you
Okay.
said, Joel, you said that you were taught to be the guy.
Right.
What does that mean?
Hold your feelings back. Just do things just what not without thought, but like a guy just supposed to take charge, right? I mean, it is what it is, and this is, rule with the iron well, with the iron fist. Uh make the this You're supposed to be the decision maker, the leader, because you're the guy, right? It's like you're like a machismo thing. Like
Mhm.
this is the rules and this is what we're going with. So I think a lot society, that's kind of how it is. As far as like the gender roles or stuff, like I was saying before, you have like the male role, and they're supposed to be. And I'm not saying that males are, superior to females or nothing like that. That's not. Time
No, you're
out.
good.
Time out.
What
So,
did you just say?
so I'm just saying that the norm would be that the guy is the more the decision maker, the rule maker, the guy that the enforcer, if you will, and the female's just supposed to go along with it, right? So it's like, and I don't think that's the case. They're neither of the two sexes it needs to be the pushover or needs to be. I think it comes down to respect and like integrity and those kinds of things. It's There has to be a harmony.
Yes.
Mm.
So we were talking last week, I think it was Rob, about the way Joel explained who the guy is. And
You
if
didn't explain it to me. Who's
we
the
didn't talk
guy?
about this, maybe you missed it.
No.
Maybe I explained it to nobody. I
Oh.
don't know. But with making the rules and setting the tone, I like to call it, dancing. If you are leading, if you're leading the steps in the dance, she's following. So you're not just making the rules and putting them out there and saying this is how things are going to be. You are demonstrating how things, how you will make things work, and she will trust you by watching you, and she will dance with you.
Right.
I have a question for Gloria and Joel. Oh, sorry, Joel. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just agreeing with Gary. I think that's a very good analogy. It's like the man's leading the dance and she's following along. But it has to be I mean, if the two people are like, say you're dancing, and if the two people, one guy's, the guy's dancing salsa and she's doing like, you know, whatever over here, the Cabbage Patch or something, it's not, it's not gonna gel together. You know what I mean? So it's like one has to lead, the other has to follow.
Yes, or
I
you'll be
love
stepping
it.
on feet.
Yep, for sure.
Very good. All right, Rob, what's the question?
For Gloria and Joel, here's a scenario me and Gary had talked about. I twisted it just a little bit.
Oh, goody.
So, Gloria, you come home from a long day's worth of work. You come home, you had told Joel early in the morning to do the dishes. And you get home, and there's a pile of dishes. And you go into a outrage, and you start yelling and screaming, "Why did you not do the dishes?" What do you expect Joel to do besides the dishes? Do you expect him to yell back at you and match you and say, "Stop telling me what to do," or what? Or like what?
Um, I guess that's not something we would really argue. I'm sorry, it's not something that we would argue about. Like, if you knew us personally, you would see how low maintenance and down to earth we are. It's not I don't care about the dishes. I care more about, is the mortgage paid? Do we still have
Mm,
a roof over our heads? Do we have food in the fridge? The important things, like, the little things. If he doesn't do the dishes, I might be like, dude, the dishes, and just let it go. I'm not gonna argue about dishes.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, I would say I mean, honestly, and some may call BS on this, but Gloria and I really don't argue. I mean, since we've been together, we haven't had a full-blown argument. We bicker, here and there. But I mean, it's like she said, you get kind of aggravated with each other, and then it's just like, okay, whatever. We don't we don't hold it at all. We don't hold grudges or, not talk for hours and hours and hours on end. It's I mean, we both have an understanding. We're both adults, right? I mean, whoever gets home first, start dinner, or whoever gets home first, do this, or I mean, it's like again, it comes down to just being respectful. And yeah, you know what? Sometimes I do forget to do the dishes or fold the laundry, but it happens, right? And it's like, you know, it's just a quick reminder. Hey, I've been working all day. Can you like try to remember to fold the laundry? And then it's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I think both of us, it comes down to respect and stuff. And I know people kind of blow up, especially if you had a crappy day at work or whatever. It's been a long day. Uh, but I mean, you just got to kind of keep it in the back of your mind like, hey, this person's not your enemy. This person's here to, it's your partner. They're here to, if anything, when I come home, Glow's like ready to, have her arms open and give me a hug and console me if something's wrong or listen to my problems or whatever. And that right there is like, you know, the dishes are just irrelevant right now. Like whatever. It's just a minor thing. It's the other stuff that's important.
So you said that people would call your BS on that, and I would call your BS if you hadn't said that sometimes you guys argue.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
Yeah.
when you don't argue or when you don't admit to that, that's when you hold resentment. There are so many times in my when I was married where she would piss me off and I would walk away with it. I would chew on it, I would let it fester, and then I would go to my friends, or have a drink, and I'd be like, that, mm. And I would never bring it to her. So every time when I went home, then I had a few drinks, then I was even more mad inside, and I would try to push it down until eventually we'd have a real fight. So the fact that you guys can admit that you
Oh,
sometimes argue, sometimes get on each other's nerves.
I'm very
Yeah,
good at telling Joel off. Like, no, there's no holding back. Like, we do have arguments, bickering back and forth. Um, and like you said, that's normal in a relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, fiancés, or whatever. It's a normal thing.
right. But
Yeah,
resentment,
I
when you
mean,
hold
it's
the resentment,
normal.
that's what kills, I think, kill a
Yeah.
lot of things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, you're an adult. I mean, discuss things, try to work it out. I mean, why are you gonna keep it? I mean, like you said, you're letting it fester and just like burn a hole in you. It's like for what? It's like what's if you really, really think about it, what good is that doing? Is it doing? It's not doing either one of you any good.
So you can win.
Well, yeah, but but really, who's the winner?
That's the real question. Yes.
Exactly.
So
Wait, who's the winner? I'm waiting.
I'm
Who?
always the winner.
That would be Joel.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. I mean, I don't have anything else really. So I think that what else do you have, Rob?
so, what is one argument where y'all don't agree, but you agree kind of not to agree?
Hmm.
Good question. Gloria.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Kind of like what is an argument where you don't agree, but yet you kind of what do you call it? You say, hey, it's okay. We both don't agree on this.
Um,
For some reason, the whole housing thing, like that was
Hmm.
something recent. So Gloria and I are talking about moving
yeah.
eventually from where we're at now. So we were kind of kicking ideas around, like if we want to, uh, get another house, if we want to be renters again, or if we want to live in a double wide somewhere. And I'm all like, I don't care if it's a double wide. And she's like, not having it at all. I'm like, have you seen some of these double wides, Gloria? Have you seen them?
They're nice.
Yeah, they are. They're nicer than the place I got now. But yeah, I mean, she's not budging on that at all. And it's like, you know what? As a married couple too, you gotta, even in a relationship in general, even friendships, there's compromise, right? You gotta, and that's kind of a gray area because you don't want to become the doormat, right? You don't want to become the rug, but you also want to like kind of see where the other person's coming from and come to a common ground.
Yes.
So you don't want compromise, yes. Becoming a doormat, no.
So based on what you were
Gloria.
just,
Oh wait,
Whoop. What do you got?
Gloria looks like she's got a addition to
Gloria.
this one.
Okay.
No, but I have my reasons though. I don't like to go into things blindly, you know,
Hmm.
and my reasoning for that is let's say you spend 80 grand on a mobile home or whatever, you're never gonna get the same value back when you resell it, you know? Oh, thank you. You're never gonna get the value back when you resell it or you try to do something with it. So that's the only reason why I kind of gave him something for that, but it's not a it's not a huge argument, but I have my valid points.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm still the
Awesome.
winner.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
So Joel, when you said you were trying to be that not that doormat, but a rock, but not too like, but understanding. And I think that's where I like to say the difference between a rock and a boulder. So a rock can move. So you can move with her. You can change your stance slightly,
Right.
but a boulder, you're not moving a boulder. So a boulder it's an asshole.
Exactly.
So,
You need to watch your cursing because your mom's listening.
oh, is she on it? I don't know if she's watching.
Yes. Well,
My mom said I can't curse. I get soap in the mouth.
Oh boy.
I thought she. Yeah. Oh, so we have Sir to Life. He says, "Good evening, all," and we have a CE Shuffler. Nice to meet everybody.
C.E.
So,
Shuffler. Oh my goodness.
Aren't you Sir to Life? Never mind. I'm confused. Okay.
You got to
Anyway,
watch that C.E. Shuffler guy.
who's that shuffler guy?
Yeah, you got to watch him.
Watch out for that guy.
Yup.
So, I got nothing else, Rob. What else do you have?
oh, CE Shuffler says, "Don't knock it. I have a manufactured home that's pretty dang nice. It's on 3 acres, way better than a house." So I just
No, I just want to make it clear. I'm not knocking anybody down. I'm just saying you never get the same value that you invested in it. It's not like a house, you know. A house goes up in
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got everyone beat, okay? I've got a condo with 4 feet of front lawn. 4 feet. I can mow it with a pair of scissors.
Nice.
Yes.
Very.
I'll trade you.
You don't want this, trust me. You don't want this. Condo fees through the roof.
Uh,
Anyway,
anyways, did you have the last question?
what was the last question? I was done.
Okay.
Did I miss one?
Um,
I'm getting a bunch on here, but I got nothing else.
okay.
Do your wrap up.
Well, thank you, Joel and Gloria. We appreciate it.
Of course.
Um, um, I forgot. Um, I forgot where y'all could reach out and get see Joel, and I wrote it down.
See what?
Oh, the podcast sessions and lessons. To see more about Joel and Gloria or their podcast, and that's a wrap. If you walk away with one idea, it's being a rock. It's not a power play. It's not about controlling. It's about controlling you. It takes courage to hold your line, so stay firm. A rock is useful, and a rug just gets stepped on. We're going to talk next week about stop tripping over those old habits and living by values. Oh, shoot. Um, and we are looking to get even better, doing more things even louder, I think was the last one. We want you at the table, so reach out to us, DM, if you have your story and would like to share.
Excellent, guys. And this conversation is just the start of masculinity in relationships. If you're ready to go deeper, join us on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for our men's group. Sign up for our Inner Circle newsletter at northmancoaching.com. Follow us on YouTube and follow me, the Superior Mailman, on TikTok. And grab your free ebook. And until next time, stand up, speak the truth, and above all, stay authentic, guys. Joel, Gloria, thank you
Hey,
very much.
Thank you
thank you
guys.
both.
Great.
Appreciate it.
Have a great
Thank
night,
you.
guys.
All right.
Hey, Gary, you can just hang up instead of leaving the room. You can just stop the
How?
live feed. Oh, that way we can ask
I don't know how to
them.
stop.
Tell them. Of course. Will you go more? Just hit stop live stream.
Oh, look at that.